to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Steelers going up against the Bengals. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Raymond Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. They come up in an offset eye.
Control. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. Green 19.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Now let's go. Green 30.
Now back to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green-Beckham, and it's third down. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Jonathan Hankins is a run-stuffing defensive tackle. He creates a pile-up with each and every snap.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Brown. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. First carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
shotgun. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
And the wideout in motion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
Ronald Darby's selection makes a general manager look good. A terrific ball hawk who is eager to tackle in the run game.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 63 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
They'll come out in the pistol. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Complete. He finds Bray. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And now the offense operates in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Dorial Green Beckham from 4 yards out. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Certainly some contact there, and that's why there's a penalty on the defender for pass interference.
So hard to time it up for a defender to hit the receiver when the ball arrives. Got there a little bit early on that one.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Go.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll drop the throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
No. Check. Patriot.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Deep drop. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And, oh, he coughed it up. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Out to his left. He may try and run for this. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
In motion left goes a tight end. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught inside the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
So they're operating in the red zone. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's the fullback. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Bailey now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Watching now, Barney. All right, now, look at 56. Set, 3-19. Watching now, Barney. All right, now, look at this. Leopard.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He sets to fire deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. It's a gain of 14 there, and it'll give the Bengals a first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Gone! Now let's go. Here we go.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
All right, here we go. Green.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And able to complete it to Green Beckham. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. You're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Going underneath, it's Coleman. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Back to throw again. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Another pistol look here. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken short. Fighting through. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Jack, Patriot.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
You ain't going nowhere. Set. 3-19.
They'll send Brown in motion right. On first down, it's Gurley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
No. Jack, Patriot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Now it's Gurley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. In motion left is John Brown.
Over! Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Gone!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go. Green.
In motion goes the tight end.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got time. He'll right, and this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DeAndre Hopkins as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to look deep down the field. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to go up top again. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Watch right. We got right. Detroit. Here we go now. Green.
In motion right is Smith. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So a 3rd and 8. The gun. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Nelson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They come up in an offset eye. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Detroit!
Here's Gurley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd down following the run. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Green 39! Green 39!
And he motions the wide receiver.
No, check! Patriot!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Niles Paul, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
He'll buy some time right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit. Leopard. Leopard.
They try right side here, Gurley. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. And the play clock's running down. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And the wideout in motion.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Check three. Check three. Check three.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Bengals take possession. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
Tell me.
that's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
He'll look to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect it. stars, right? The overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
All right, here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Braith, the tight end's got it. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Green 39.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
John Brown in motion left. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
They'll need to get the... And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
Here we go. Green, throws in there. Marty. Detroit.
Out of the gun now on third down. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they have to just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Play clock winding down. The play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, 90. Black 99, Philly, here we go. Over. Here we go.
He's back to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 6. And just like that, it's third down. Third and 4.
Time right. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And break. The tight end's got it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Let's go. Green, 39. Good. No. Check. Patriots.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And it's second down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriots.
Back to throw. And Boyd has it over the middle. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Back to throw. And he finds Jason Morrow. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up fourth. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. Set. Green, 39. Green, 39. 54. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll go with a keeper. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, you just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just a...
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now back to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for 2 and try and win it right now?
And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick 6 or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only 1 period is played. We can call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
And now out come the Steelers. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Green, 39. Watching that body.
Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Green! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. The 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. They've got some decisions to make now. In field goal range already. How do you play this out?
You check with your kicker to make sure the spot that he told you that he wants it is still the same as the game has gone on, because sometimes the kickers have to make adjustments. They may all of a sudden become more confident about their range and their spot. They may become less confident about it. Where do you want it, and what is the range that we need to get into for you to kick the one through the post for us to win it?
So this game possibly could end on the foot of the kicker here in overtime.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They come up in an offset eye. And they'll go on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before, getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They come out here in the I.
No. Check. Patriot. Over. Back down in that field. Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They will run again with Coleman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Green.
3rd and goal now. Maybe the offensive coordinator thinking, and he's going to score. It's a touchdown.